Okay, good morning. Here we are, middle of December, and during this crazy period, let's all just give a few high fives that we're practicing Dharma. Yay! Yes, good on us. It's really tough, difficult times in so many ways. Even if we didn't have COVID, we've got Christmas, December, lurking up on us, and that can often be a difficult time for people. So it really is fantastic that we have chosen to take the time to practice Dharma and to really do something that's beneficial, not only for now, but for future lives as well, for our future, and not only for ourselves, but for the world and for all sentient beings. So today's meditation, I'm just going to review what was taught last week, which that was a week ago, because then we had Wednesday, the solar panels were put in, and that's been amazing for us here at Chenrezig. That is going well. And then on Thursday, we had the cutting of the Chenrezig Guru Road, which just looks fantastic. And we're now enjoying the benefits of driving along that, the Chenrezig Guru Road. It's fantastic. And it was Lama Zopa's birthday. That's right. Yeah. So we've been really doing a bit of celebrating. So today we're back to the Bodhisattva's way of life, and it is such a rich teaching. And we're up to chapter 7. The chapter we've just started the chapter on enthusiasm, or energetic perseverance, joyful perseverance, or appreciation of virtue. So I'm just going to go over the first 10 verses and a few points, and we'll just meditate on that during our meditation today. So let's just bring our awareness into our body, becoming aware of our breath, becoming aware of our energy channel, where our chakras are, a few inches in front of our spine, where our subtle consciousness abides. Breathing in, we smile. Breathing out, we relax. The present moment, wonderful moment. And being aware of the spaciousness within our body, meditating on the hollow body. Breathing in, breathing out, and becoming aware of the spaciousness between each breath, the spaciousness of our hollow body. So enthusiasm, it's the fourth perfection, which implies that it is one of the more advanced practices of the Bodhisattva. But enthusiasm, to have energy, to be joyful, to be happy, it sounds so easy, but it is. It is that energy that is required when we're dealing with being patient with, physically suffering, being patient when people are speaking badly about us or badly about our friends or family, and being patient in our Dharma practice. And here we are, I've been practicing, and I still don't seem to be getting it right. And it is at this stage when we need to have enthusiasm, to rejoice in virtue. Rejoicing in Dharma practice, rejoicing in our patience when we are struggling with difficulties. We're not talking about the enthusiasm in working hard at a job or in worldly affairs. This is not the type of enthusiasm we're talking about. We're talking about enthusiasm for our Dharma practice. And the thing that often gets in the way of our Dharma practice, of being enthusiastic towards practicing Dharma, having enthusiasm and the willingness to endure difficulties, to going that extra yard all the time, is our laziness. And the laziness that has been identified by Shantideva, the great Bodhisattva, is laziness of just wanting to enjoy pleasurable activities, listening to music, chatting with friends about nothing much, or gossiping, going for a swim, watching videos. And the other type of laziness is just wanting to rest, sleeping, just chillaxing too much, chillaxing too much. It's good to relax. It is a part of the relaxing is a part of the path. But it's when you use that as an excuse for not practicing Dharma, when it is time to practice Dharma. I'll just spend another 10 more minutes in bed. That's one of my biggest ones. Just a little bit longer in this comfortable space. But if you fall asleep while you're reading a good Dharma book, I wouldn't say that's some laziness. That's the body saying, time's up. I need to rest. And the final laziness is that negative self-attitude, that it really is, can be a pervasive underlining mood that we all can hold. I know I certainly hold it, just thinking, oh, I'm not good enough. That laziness that, I'm sure you've all got your own conversation going as far as this laziness goes. So it's laziness and just wanting to enjoy pleasurable worldly activities. It's laziness of just wanting to hang out and relax, go to sleep. And it's laziness of attitude, of low self-worth, not really acknowledging our own Buddha nature. When you say, I'm not capable, I'm not worthy, my mind is too weak, it really is denying our Buddha nature. Whenever we say that, we're just obscuring our own Buddha nature. We're thickening that layer, that veil between that negative attitude and our Buddha nature. And it's this type of attitude that the Lord of Death just thrives on. He loves it when he hears us wasting our time. And when we think negatively of ourselves, he just thrives in this type of attitude. This is the energy that keeps him going, the Lord of Death, knowing that he's going to keep us in cyclic existence. It's as though, it's the animals, the cows, the yaks, the sheep, that they just sort of wander around while there are people just waiting to butcher them. And in some ways, I think Shantideva is speaking, not giving animals enough credit. I'm sure animals have some awareness that their life is limited, especially when they're put on that truck where they are heading off to the butchers. When one of those trucks pass you, you can just smell death, the fear. You can smell the fear of death. And it's this same sort of fear that we really need to get the wind up ourselves, to really embrace this enthusiasm of practicing meritorious activities by really striving to be patient with our own personal difficulties and sufferings, patient with the negative attitudes that others have towards us and towards our family, and the patience with our own Dharma practice. Without this wind, without this enthusiasm, it is like the wind that's required to keep the sails full, and the enthusiasm with our Dharma practice, knowing that we are on the right path. Knowing that if we don't take advantage of these special, fortunate opportunities that we have here at Shenrezig, the Lord of Death will be knocking at our door, and we have no idea when that's going to be, but it is going to happen, and it's going to happen sooner than we think. And the effort required to progress along the path needs to be consistent effort. Otherwise, when the Lord of Death comes upon us, what's wrong? It's not the right reading. Oh. That's why